and talk about one criminal act and another criminal act. And it is so very interesting to me that, yes, we will say people are xenophobic. The idea that Trump and my Republican colleagues want to restore integrity and security in the visa process is actually a joke. Let me be clear. Integrity is not snatching lawful visa holders off the streets and throwing them into unmarked vans. Integrity is not revoking visas based on social media posts.
The studio was calm, the conversation flowing smoothly, until a voice from the shadows froze everything. Melania Trump stepped onto the stage during a live interview with Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, catching everyone off guard. The confrontation that followed left the former First Lady visibly shaken and the audience stunned. Bright studio lights bathed the polished set, where Congresswoman Crockett was deep in a sharp, passionate response on political accountability. We can't pretend some haven't benefited from silence, while power shields the comfortable and punishes the loud. This is a problem. The seasoned host leaned forward, preparing for the next question, but before he could speak, an unexpected voice sliced through the air. "Excuse me, stop right there." Everyone froze. The sound came from just off camera, and a figure stepped forward. Melania Trump, dressed in a striking white pantsuit, her poise a sharp contrast to the sudden tension. The studio fell silent. Jasmine Crockett, unwavering, turned to face the former First Lady. Her calm voice cut through the air. "What comment was that exactly?" Melania took a step closer. "You said silence protects power, that people like me benefited from it. That's unfair." The room was eerily silent, save for the hum of the lights and the faint hiss of mics. Jasmine leaned in, her voice deliberate. "What I said was about systems, how silence, especially when you have a platform, becomes a tool of comfort, a choice, not just a shield." Melania, unruffled, replied with a cool, measured tone. "I did what I thought was right. You don't know the choices I made." Jasmine responded with unwavering clarity. "When you stand by the most powerful man in the world and say nothing as families are torn apart, silence becomes complicity." The host, sensing the mounting tension, tried to mediate. "Ladies, perhaps we can..." But Jasmine wasn't having it. She raised a hand, silencing him. "I'm not going to be spoken over today, not by a man, and definitely not by you, Mrs. Trump." Melania, not backing down, fired back. "I'm not here to argue. I'm here because you said something unfair." Jasmine smiled, tight-lipped. "Unfair? Interesting word coming from someone who spent 4 years in the most privileged position in the world, saying almost nothing." The room seemed to hold its breath. What followed wasn't a debate. It was raw, real, and no one was prepared. Jasmine stood up, her voice firm and controlled. "I've been talked over, told I was too aggressive, too emotional, too much. But I'm still here, speaking not just for myself, but for every woman told to smile and stay quiet while injustice unfolded." Melania's calm exterior began to crack. "I was criticized for everything I did. My accent, my past. It wasn't easy." Jasmine, now standing, responded sharply. "You were judged. People lose their jobs for speaking out. Some lose their lives." Melania paused, her composure faltering for the first time.